Alright, man. This may take one video, may take two. Depends on how long I can go on talking about Andre Dirrel versus Carl Froch. Froch fans, do you really believe what the Cobra said after the fight? I need to ask that because I took this fight and I took a piece of paper and I wrote it down, and I even gave Froch, what I would believe would be, a reasonable hometown advantage. Okay? Let me just break it down real quick, okay? Round one. That was to Andre Dirrel. It was slow action. There wasn't a whole lot of action, but Dirrel's were more effective, cleaner punches. And he even landed a little bit more in round one. Round two, this may be debatable. There was a lot of close rounds. But round two, I gave it to Froch. I thought this time he landed some bigger shots and tried to work his jab. Still slow though. Nobody was really doing anything yet. So these were kind of feeler rounds. 1 and 2 were feeler rounds. But I gave one to each. So they're even after 2. Round 3 I gave to Dirrel. So 2 and 1. Round 4 I gave to Froch. Round 4, Froch started getting off a little bit, getting inside, which is what he wanted to do. I think they had the tail of the tape a little bit messed up. I thought Andre Ward was 6'2". I may be wrong, but if I am wrong, somebody give me a good website where I can look this stuff up, because I'm pretty sure he was 6'2", and I thought he was the youngest guy in the tournament too. I may be all messed up though here. Anyway, round 5 I gave to Dirrel. Froch was really dirty that round, and he didn't really land a whole lot. Dirrel actually landed more than Froch did in that round, and Dirrel was playing it clean. Now we'll get into the fact that both of them got a little dirty, but Froch, I mean, come on. Dirrel's dirty was holding. Froch's dirty was holding and punching behind the head. And I mean, body slamming. Yeah, it was the body slam that happened in this 5th round. Picked him up and slammed him down on the ground, and he says he flailed on the ground after the fight. Come on, bullshit. Okay, so he doesn't get a point there. That's fine. Maybe the next time he gets a point. Round 6 I gave it to Dirrel. Dirrel did start holding a whole lot in round 6. They still landed more punches, but they weren't that far apart that you couldn't have gave this round to Froch. But Froch was fighting dirty too, so if you put him on even dirtiness in this round, I still think it was Dirrel's round. Round 7 I gave to Froch too, but here again I think Froch was the way far dirtier fighter. And I'm wondering where the point is at this point. Okay, round 8. Pretty much Froch. So that makes it through 8. I have it even through 8. 4 rounds to 4. Round number 9. Round number 9 was real close, but I gave the edge to Dirrel based on the fact that his jab was better. No matter where he was switching to, whether it was southpaw or orthodox, he was popping off a jab here and there, and I think that gave him just the slight edge in that round. Round number 9 was a close round. It was a good round. This whole fight was actually a really good fight. Round number 10. Round number 10, I think Dirrel would have took clearly, but he got a point deducted for holding. But throughout this whole time, Froch has been the dirty fighter, and then the referee took a point away from Dirrel for holding or leaning. A lot of good fighters do that kind of stuff, man. When they get in on the inside and they don't want to get caught, they'll wrap you up. Part of boxing. What about the Bernard Hopkins Winky Wright fight? If they'd have did that shit to Bernard Hopkins, Winky Wright probably would have won that fight, right? So you can't you can't do that. You can't just take points away, but not take points away from the other guy. That was bullshit. The point deduction was bullshit, and Dirrel would have won that round had he not got the point taken away. So I put it as a draw round, a 9-9 round, because of the point deduction, because Dirrel still won that round clearly. Round number 11, they both test each other, and Dirrel comes out on top. This is a big round. This is a very, very big round. This is a round where they both, you know, kind of throw it all out there. They both are fighting. You know, Dirrel ain't running so much, and Froch is getting off a little bit more, but Dirrel's still better. Dirrel's faster. His punches are cleaner. They're more effective. He hurt Carl Froch in this round. Granted, chin, but he hurt him. Okay, didn't finish him off. Maybe that's the kind of amateur stuff. He needs to grow a little bit, but he grew a lot. He won that round. He won it big, and then round number 12, he gave it up. He could have won that round. His corner was a bunch of fucking jerk-offs. You know, telling him he needed to knock out the win. He didn't need to knock out the win. He needed the 12th round. He needed to box it and box it good to win the 12th round to solidify his victory. Okay, so you have a referee problem in here. You have a corner problem in here. They told him he needed a knockout. They said you can't get a hometown decision. I didn't believe it. You know, I thought they were more fair over there. You know what I mean? And I do believe that's what Andre Ward's counting on in Oakland, and I hope this kind of shit don't happen over here too. Dirrel clearly won that fight. Even with the 12th round, I gave to Froch. And he still won that fight 6-5 with the point deduction. If it wouldn't have been a point deduction, it would have been 7-5. And if you're going to take a point away from somebody, clearly the dirtiest fighter in this whole fight was Froch. Dirrel got into it after Froch started being dirty and said, well, hell with it, I'm going to be dirty too. You know, that's what some of these guys got to do. You know, Calzaghe did it to Hopkins. Say, you gonna do me like that, and I'm going to do you like that. So Dirrel started doing it, but he definitely wasn't the instigator. And as far as holding and leaning, people do it. You don't call one, you don't call them all. So if you're going to call Dirrel like that, I want to see some changes in the officialing when it comes to boxing matches. And if there's not, then you got to agree this was a bullshit decision. And I'm not just saying that because it makes me wrong on my prediction. I predicted Andre Dirrel to win unanimous decision, 12 rounds. I think he fought well enough to win in a unanimous decision, at least 114 to 113. That may be close and may be debatable, but look at the fight and tell me he didn't win 7 rounds, and you just got to take a point away. Tell me he didn't win 7 rounds. A lot of the Froch rounds, you know, there was a couple in there that he clearly won, but a lot of them were close. The 12th round was close. You know, Andre Dirrel was putting a lot of a wallet behind them punches to try and get Froch out of there because his retarded corner told him he needed a knockout. I mean, I'm not dissing Froch. Froch impressed me in this fight. He said he's got tricks up his sleeve. You want to play his game, you're going to lose. If you don't want to stand in front of him, he's going to play dirty. You know, Kessler's a guy that can beat Froch. But you got to watch out for Froch. Apparently, you know, he can beat you in a decision. He can be convincing. He was more powerful during the fight. But Andre Dirrel outlanded this dude clearly throughout the fight. Tell me what you guys think. You know, I like to hear feedback, negative or positive. Subscribe to me or don't. If you like what I'm saying, subscribe. If you don't like what I'm saying, write it in the comments. Maybe you subscribe too. Maybe you find out, you know, maybe I'm right. I can't wait to hear the rest of the people that I subscribe to. You know, Big Ragu, Gambino, Joe Habib, Talk Boxing, Dragon Styles, Ashy Knuckles. Give a shout out to y'all, The Boxing Historian. I checked out your vid before I did this one, and you were the first one to put a vid out for this fight, and I gotta agree with you. This is NaptownBorn. Doses.